So Malvika, why is society failing today's learners?
I think the definition of a traditional student today has changed. It's no longer everyone doesn't want to go to high school, everyone doesn't want to go through college. It's often working moms who are trying to be at home, but also want a career on the side. It's people who are trying to upskill and reskill and shift careers midway in their late 30s, 40s, or 50s. It's people that are changing professions because they've discovered a new hobby. And for all of these learners, a traditional path doesn't work anymore.
Now, Malvika, your focus is around outcomes measurement. Why is it aligning metrics with the desired outcomes and the potential for a disconnection between the two so important?
I think today, with sort of lots more products in the market, there's room for a lot more metrics of success. And so the metrics that we're looking at is no longer just student academic outcomes. We're also kind of like, you'll see companies that are focused on social-emotional learning outcomes. Just focusing on academics is no longer enough. You have to think of the individual as a whole individual, and you have to think of their mental health and wellness and like wraparound services and at-home access and all these other factors, including academics, to actually measure the true success of an individual.
So Malvika, in closing, what is the transformational leap that you want to see within your everyday life or your industry in the next 5 years?
I have a few different versions of the answer. None of them are necessarily new ideas, but just things that I would love to see happen. One is, I've always been fascinated with the idea of sort of blurring the boundaries a little bit. Right now, we spend a lot of time thinking about learning that happens in a school or in a school-like structure versus things that happen at home. And everything that happens at home or outside in nature or in different environments is just classified as like hobbies or for fun. But the two don't really meld well right now. We don't have a holistic picture of the learner and everything that they're engaged with. And I think for me, with the help of technology, getting to a point where you can kind of see that 360-degree view of a learner would be huge, where you can sort of start pulling in learnings that they're doing outside of the classroom into the classroom and vice versa, and kind of like bridge those gaps at any level of their journey. And you're seeing this now more and more even in higher ed when you're thinking about just-in-time skills learning, alternate solutions to post-secondary education, whether that's in the form of MOOCs or boot camps, where learners are going and seeking solutions that are just right for them to move to that next step, as opposed to more traditional career paths. And I think that's the power of personalization in my mind when I think about